Hello. This is, this is me, Eli, recounting my week and all events between the 13th and today, which is the 19th. Um, so here goes. Now, on Tuesday, uh, a big video game company, I don't want to get copyright struck for mentioning a lot about it, but a very big company released the sequel to a very favorited game of mine. Uh, Something along the lines of a legend of someone by the name of Zelda, and the sequel to a game that, may or may not have been titled Breath of the Wild, and I am so excited for it. Like, when I watched the video, I was, like, getting all pumped up. It was so nice. Hi, Caleb. You're part of the video now. Come on in. No, you're all good, dude. I had a shift at the gear store, and that was between 4 and 8, so it was kind of late at night, but I did stay up pretty late baking cookies, and just I had to do my laundry, so I ended up passed out on the floor at one point, because I was up till like 1 a.m. just manning the washing machine, so that was kind of fun. But yeah, the cookies were sugar cookies, and they didn't come out like the awful giant cookie I made. You can sit down, you don't have to stand there awkwardly. You're all good, dude. Wednesday, I had a shift at the gear store again, and it wasn't so bad. And again, I did realize though that I can have one earbud in and just be listening to podcasts, so I've just been binging a couple D&D podcasts, and that was fun. But then that night, me, Caleb, and Beth, Milo, Olivia, Sam, and another individual named Autumn met up at the beach, and we were hanging out there for a bit. And then we decided, hey, let's just go to Spirit of Halloween. So when we were at Spirit, we saw some good stuff. Like, I got some new sunglasses. I don't have them right on me at the moment, but they looked pretty good, so I just got them. There was some funny cow costumes that I'm tempted to get, but Caleb would probably get pissed off at me if I did a funny cow costume, so I'm not gonna do that. And then late that night, I scrambled to turn in some music assignments on time, which is my own fault, and I'll try to be more on time with those in the future. Thursday, had all my classes, because Thursdays are my hellishly packed together day. I practiced some classical singing, which was fun, getting better at singing Per La Gloria. And I tried on my steampunk fair outfit, because Saturday I went to the steampunk fair. I'll get to that in a minute. Friday, went to the gym, and after doing some studying, and I was like working on shoulders, and I was doing chalice squats at one point, and I was using a 15-pound weight because I'm just starting out. I wasn't trying to like max out with my reps. I was just trying to get in a couple good sets. And a girl next to me walks over to the rack, picks up a 50-pound weight, does the exact same thing with the exact same amount of like difficulty, like shown, but she was using a 50-pound weight, and I was like, okay, yep. So I got a little bit awkward and just like picked a different machine and just worked on that. I got a long ways to go, but yeah, I can't wait till I'm able to do stuff like that. So I'm gonna work towards it. And that night I did have gaming club again. We played Werewolf, and I made a couple cosplaying friends, Holly and Emma, and we agreed to like share cosplay pieces and stuff and events with each other. So that was pretty fun. It was nice. It was a good experience. Saturday though, I had an early morning bike shift and did have some trouble with the bike I was riding. Now, the shifts go like this. I start at the campus center, I work on all the bikes there, and then I get on a bike that is like the best there, and I ride around to the other ones. Now this bike, I was like, I wonder why it says that it needs to be under maintenance. Like, it doesn't seem too bad. The chain repeatedly fell off throughout my ride that day, and I had to fix it often. So, it was not fun, but I got through that, and we went to the steampunk fair, which was pretty cool. It was just a bunch of little vendors, and some live music from like a brass, bluegrass, sort of jazzy band. It was pretty nice. I put in for a lottery for earrings and a necklace that were like these like cool like little Viking axes, and it turned out that when the time came for the drawing, now there wasn't many people who put in for it, so I was like, my chance is pretty good. And they drew the name. 5 minutes go by. Person doesn't show up. They're like, okay, we're about to draw another name, and they kept on. She kept on looking at me because I was the only person to show up for the actual drawing. So she was tempted to just give them to me, and then like after like 5-6 minutes go by, the person finally shows up. They're like, oh yeah, that's me, and they just like take them and walk off, and I was just like, okay, like. Just a little disappointing. I'm not too mad, but it's just a bit disappointing. I did have something called garbage fries though, which is like beef bulgogi meat and like French fries with like tomato, guacamole, cheese. It was very, very tasty. Oh, that cracked. It was very good. And I went to a lecture given by one of my professors about how hair is like an asset in Victorian times, and how different stuff that they do with like the hair of both the living and the dead to like do like hair jewelry, and like these like bouquets of flowers that they like put up in like framed in the home of like human hair, and just like interesting stuff about that. It was very cool. And then Anna came over that night and we hung out, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's nice to see her. So day after that though, Sunday, I woke up, grabbed all my stuff, went to the commons, and just got on my computer and worked till I was like dizzy. And I looked up and it was raining. I didn't notice it was raining because I was there from like 10 till 4ish, and then I got an early dinner because I was like, I really need to just eat something and drink something. But then I had a session 0 for a D&D campaign that night, and it's exciting. I'm excited. The people there seem like good people, and I'm excited to get started. And Monday is today, so and not much has happened today. I've just had like a class and came back and did this. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. I suppose this has been my recounting of events between the 13th and the 19th. Arrivederci.